Do you really need a high level of intelligence to be successful? Hey, it's Tenille here, and welcome to my channel. I'm here to help you with your mindset and strategy in your online business so that you can create more time freedom, more flexibility in your business, and more money. In today's video, we're going to talk about whether you need to be intelligent to be successful, or if there's something actually more important than that that is required. We often associate success with a high IQ because we can think of many examples of people that have had a really high level of intelligence that have been successful. But do you really need a high level of intelligence to be successful? Well, there's also a lot of examples of people with lower IQs that have found massive success. And so it doesn't always correlate that you have to be intelligent to be successful, or that you have to not be intelligent to be successful. So what is it that you actually do need that could be more important than that? So if intelligence isn't a reliable predictor of success, then what is? In short, it's our behaviors or our actions that lead to success, whether we're talking about competing in sports, making money in a business, or any other endeavors and goals that we have. When you're continually taking action and continually improving on the actions that you take, you're pretty much guaranteed to be successful in your goals as long as you are taking the right actions. So then, what are the right actions to take to reach your level of success that you desire? Well, remember that when you see someone who you deem as successful, you are seeing the end result. That's the part that they're going to have more publicized or show off on social media and talk about the most. So it can be easy to think that they just popped up with their success overnight. But what you don't see is the many failures and trials that they've had to get there. This can give us a false idea that success is quick, easy, and can just happen overnight, when that's rarely the case. In reality, there's likely many obstacles to cross and a long period of time of trying, failing, and learning and trying again and not giving up that leads to success. For example, some people would consider me to be successful. Depends who you compare to, but I can guarantee you that along my journey to my level of success and the journey I will take to the next level of success, there has been many sleepless nights. There has been, frankly, tantrums, crying on the floor, meltdowns, challenges that I could have never foreseen. And there's been times when it has felt like I was never going to get there, and it's been really hard. But when I'm crying on the kitchen floor, having a meltdown, no one really pulls out a camera and puts that on social media because that would just be weird. So here are some of the repeated actions that I have taken and that people who are much more successful than me will cite when they're talking about what got them to where they are today. The first one we've mentioned here before, it's prioritizing the tasks that will have the most impact on your business. If we're using business as our example for what you want to be successful in, because if you're here watching this video, that's what this is about. The other thing that people do and that I have done and still continue to do is continually learning. So books and audiobooks, podcasts, taking courses, going to seminars, continually furthering your knowledge. The next thing is don't be afraid to invest. Invest in a mentor or coach, invest in education, and invest in your business itself. So the things that your business needs to grow, don't be afraid to invest time and money into that. The next thing is accept that sometimes you will fail along the way and that is totally normal. So don't let that stop you. You will never make it if you just throw in the towel and give up on the whole thing at the first failure. Having failures and obstacles is just part of it. The next thing you want to do is keep the momentum going, even if you can only do one small thing that takes 2 minutes. If you just ensure that you do one small thing per day, working on your business, that will add up immensely over time. Finally, make sure that you're investing some time into self-development and self-care. So working on your mindset. And when your mindset is stronger, it's going to help you be unstoppable, because you will accept that there will be some failures and challenges, but you'll be able to cope with that better and get through it, brush it off, and move on to the next step. Have I missed anything? What do you think it takes to be successful? What is success to you? Let me know in the comments below. If you need a little more help mapping out your success path and actually getting there, then reach out for one-on-one coaching or ask me about our next intake for Business Class Mind, which is the program that will help you upgrade your mindset for amazing results in your business. And I will see you in the next video.